Welcome, everybody, to NBC News Channel 13's 13 Now, your own personal, happy, friendly online newscast. I am your pleasant and very happy news anchor, Steve Koosh, coming to you on this late Monday night. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to break down some of the hot stories that we are tracking for you right now here in the upstate New York capital region and tell you what's coming up later in our actual newscast in about 40 minutes or so. Anyway, we're starting tonight with some pretty serious news out of Johnstown, New York, where we're told a registered sex offender attacked a girl. Luckily, the girl got away. She's okay. Now, the guy, he was actually wanted in 2 other states. Police were able to catch him and arrest him, thank goodness. Again, this happened in Johnstown, New York, on a popular walking trail known as the Rail Trail. The suspect here, he's 25 years old. He's actually a level 3 sex offender. Police say he was convicted of attacking a woman 6 years ago. His name is Paul Joseph Benoit from Louisiana. Recently, he was living in Johnstown. Police say he failed to register as a sex offender here in New York. Officers say last Sunday, about a week ago, 7 o'clock in the evening, he attacked and injured a girl on a section of the rail trail. The girl was able to fight him off and screamed for help. Police say Benoit threatened that girl with a weapon and said he'd kill her if she wouldn't be quiet. But that girl, she kept on fighting. She kept trying to escape, and thankfully she did. Police were able to catch up with Benoit just a couple days ago on Friday, booked him into custody, so he is now in jail being held on a number of different charges. We will see what happens to him when he has his day in court. Anyway, good thing that the girl got away, and thank goodness another creep like that is off the streets tonight. Well, now to another serious story over in Schenectady. We had a school board meeting that just wrapped up where parents and the school board all deciding their best course of action to deal with some violent incidents is to boost security. How are they going to do that, might you ask? Through metal detectors, weapon detectors, more specifically. The board meeting just wrapped up maybe about an hour or 2 ago. There's been a lot of talk lately out of the Schenectady School District because of a recent knife attack that happened between 2 students that got into a fight and another threat to shoot up the school. So a lot of parents, a lot of students very concerned over what's been going on in Schenectady schools. Parents just fed up, demanding the Board of Education do something tonight. So this evening, the Board of Education voted 6-1 to install new weapons detectors. Parents really didn't want to talk to us on camera, but they did tell us off camera that they thought this was the right course of action. Students also agreeing that this was a smart thing to do to try to keep people safe. So no word yet on exactly what those weapons detectors will look like. There's a few different options that the Board of Education has to look at, including the regular metal detectors you might walk through at like an airport or just, when you're going into any high security building right through the front door. We'll see what happens with Schenectady schools, but they're getting weapons detectors, it looks like, to keep everybody safe. Another top story. This is a fun one. It is good once we get to the serious stuff to kind of come out on a happier note. This one, we're almost to October. Well, gosh, yeah, October. That's in a couple hours. And what do you think of when you think of October? You think of pumpkins, you think of Halloween. We had the Giant Pumpkin Fest just take place in Saratoga Springs, New York. And the pumpkins at this fest, they just get bigger and bigger every year. Take a look at these babies. Wow. Yeah. Woo, you can make a lot of pie with these things. The winner of this year came in at 2,018 pounds. Wow. Okay, the farmer who grew that, his name, Jimmy Hazeltine from New York. Hats off to you, Jimmy. Again, 2,018-pound pumpkin. That took first prize at the Saratoga Giant Pumpkin Fest. Second place was, close one. Second place came from a man named Dane Cruzia from Massachusetts. He grew a pumpkin that was 1,814 pounds. And then another guy here, Patrick Mickle out of Clifton Park, he was awarded for having the heaviest pumpkin grown in Saratoga County. So thank you, Patrick Mickle, for keeping it local. Again, a 2,000-pound pumpkin. These things get bigger every year. I swear I remember the first time where somebody grew a pumpkin that was in excess of 1,000 pounds. And that was maybe 20 years ago or something. I'm not that old, and then they've just been getting bigger every year since. I don't know if it's AI or people can just Google how to grow a really large pumpkin. When I was doing some research on this, much like like Kentucky Derby winning horses usually are, breed other Kentucky winning Derby horses. Giant pumpkins have giant pumpkin seeds that other farmers then bid on to try to use to plant in their own gardens to keep growing them bigger and bigger and bigger. So there is some science behind it to make these massive, massive pumpkins. Anyway, hopefully you are having a great night. Maybe go help yourself to a slice of pumpkin pie. October is officially tomorrow. We're just about an hour and a half away from October 1st. Make it a great day, and we will be back here on NBC News Channel 13 coming up in 35 minutes at our 11 o'clock newscast. Hopefully we'll see you there, but if we don't, have a fantastic night. It was great having you, and check this out. We are now an official sponsor, officially sponsored by MVP Healthcare. So thank you to them for making these 13 Now productions possible. Anyway, have a great night, and if I don't see you, have a great tomorrow as well.